To those who don't read comic books, Doctor Strange might seem like a vampire-caped weirdo. And he is. But for a character that's existed for 50 years in comic books and had a made-for-TV movie about him in the 70s, you should really know the answer to the question, who the heck is Doctor Strange? Stephen Strange, MD, didn't start out as your typical hero. As a world-renowned surgeon, he was an arrogant jerk. While on the way to a party at the home of the wealthiest woman in the state, who happens to be in need of a minor operation, he takes a corner too fast in his little midlife crisis mobile and drives off a cliff. Lacking any magic at this point, he lands harder than he would have liked, and the nerves in his hands are damaged. He is told he would never again regain his +5 surgeon hands of steadiness. I know I mixed genres there, but this guy is a sorcerer. Instead of taking his shaky hands and money and retiring, Strange pours his fortune into failed corrective operations to fix his hands. While wandering dejectedly one day, all of his money spent, he eavesdrops on an extremely credible source. A couple of sailors he doesn't know talking about an ancient one who can perform real magic, cure any ailment, and Doctor Strange believes it. With the last of his money, he travels to Tibet, makes it across the Himalayas, and actually finds Yao, the Ancient One. He does all of this without Google Maps. The doctor is still an arrogant dick at this point, albeit with unsteady hands, but eventually he breaks down and begs Yao to teach him.
Teach me.
Yao has another pupil though, Mordo, who, as it turns out, wants to betray his master. Strange tries to stop him and Mordo puts an enchantment on him, which is promptly removed by the Ancient One. Conveniently though, Mordo's space in the class is opened up and Yao begins teaching Stephen. He eventually learns enough to become the Sorcerer Supreme, which is the protector of the Earth against all magical danger. Alright, let's talk gear. His red cloak is called the Cloak of Levitation. Its powers include damage resistance, shape-changing, and the ability to act as an extra limb. Oh, and the levitation part, Cloak of Levitation, I thought you would get that. He also wears the Eye of Agamotto around his neck. It's a mystical item that lets him read minds, see through illusions, and shoot beams against evil forces. Magic missile! There's also a theory floating around that the Eye of Agamotto might be one of the Infinity Stones. Strange also uses the Orb of Agamotto, which is kinda like the Cerebro of the magical realm to find people and things. Strange builds his house on a native ritual site in Greenwich Village, New York. He calls the house the Sanctum Sanctorium because it was the 60s and that sounded cool. Doctor Strange as the Sorcerer Supreme has become one of Marvel's most powerful heroes. With his exposure growing in mainstream media, it's only a matter of time before everyone starts using his catchphrase, "By the hoary hosts of Hogarth." I mean, it's possible. For more on your favorite comic books, TV shows, and movies, check out GameSpot Universe.